everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Small Business 101 here on Arbeit.
Yes, and we got a great freaking episode for the folks at home. I was told not to smack the table. We got a great episode for everybody at home today. We're talking about creative marketing ideas, which is why you're looking at this box.
Yeah, so maybe it's not even creative marketing ideas. It's so we did a mailer campaign.
Yeah, we went back old school.
Yeah, so I mean it's not necessarily something that is completely dead that you shouldn't do. You just got to be creative when you're doing it, and yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah, so that's a great point, right? Like everyone sends mailers, right? Like I get everything in the mail from Time Warner or Spectrum, National Fuel, whatever they're trying to pitch you, but it's like a standard little postcard you don't even read, you rip up and throw it away. So something like that's never going to work, right? Because you're not even getting my attention. Right. So what we did that's a little differently is we sent this, which is a physical object, and we're going to show it to you. But for anyone who doesn't know what we do, there's a compliance regulation in industry. Long story short, the big joke is that the government has decided the only compliance solution is a rotary phone.
Yeah, so the TCPA, Telephone Consumer
You want to go full way.
Yes.
Okay, you want to go all in on this.
It says you can't call a consumer on their cell phone unless you have permission to do so with an auto dialer. And when they clarified their ruling, they said that an example of not an auto dialer was a rotary phone. So we thought it would be funny to send people rotary phones.
So
to demonstrate that our product click was compliant as this. So that's what we did. Now obviously it's not something that you're gonna, I mean if you're selling a product to people that's not very expensive or you don't make that much.
Yeah, if you don't have a good margin.
You're not spending this much money on a mailer, but there's other things that you can do that are cheaper. But what you should do is consider looking at how much you're paying, for your leads elsewhere. Like social media marketing is a new thing, right? So you can easily see that how much you're paying per lead there. And you'll be surprised at how much you could actually mail somebody for the same price and probably see better results. I mean, if you get something like this in the mail, you're opening it.
Yeah.
The open rate on this is 100%. There's no doubt about it. So you can take that all into consideration. But so this is what we did. We designed these boxes, had rotary phones made, over 200 of them. We had these sent to a list of 200 highly targeted, what we thought were, highly targeted customers, and yeah. You want to read the letter?
Sure, I'll read the letter. You probably weren't expecting to get a rotary phone delivered today. In fact, you're probably asking, what am I supposed to do with this? We get it. This phone is outdated and awkward to use. But according to the FCC, dialing on a rotary phone is the safest, that's a typo. No, I'm just kidding. Most compliant way to contact a customer. At Arbeit, we're committed to providing tools for compliance. So along with your amazing new rotary phone, we wanted to offer a more modern solution, Arbeit Click. It's software we developed. It's the first of its kind, and we're confident it's the best way to stay compliant without maneuvering your fancy new rotary phone. We've added 3 levels of human intervention and removed the 3-second pause from every dial, so you don't just win lawsuits, you're completely shielded from lawsuits in the first place. Our team will be reaching out to you soon, but if you want to start your free trial sooner, call us at 877-329-6063 or visit arbeitsoftware.com/rotary.
Cool. So yeah, I mean,
I'm glad I didn't get
we've sent these, so we started sending these out, we've already gotten callbacks. Yeah, it's good response so far.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yesterday I think it must have been the first
day we got them, and we got...
Yeah. We sent them out in batches of 50, and we got 2 callbacks out of the first, deliveries. So it's been good. But some things that we did to make sure, obviously this was a big campaign, it was expensive, and what we did was we set up, obviously, a custom phone number for the callbacks.
Yeah, so we could track it.
Yep, and a custom domain so that we could see every, at the end of this campaign we can measure it and be like, well, is this something that's worth it? Can we do this in the future? Which if you're doing something like this, you should definitely do that. You always want to know if it was worth it in the long run. But people love these things. Every single person that comes
because we've shown them at trade shows, and people love them. The response is always great on these. So it's a funny, creative idea, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, there's other ideas of this. So
yeah, you said the Domino's one.
Yeah, but I was going to talk about someone sent me $5 in the mail, a $5 bill. And that's an idea of something that doesn't cost that much. It's $5 compared to whatever. This was more than $5, but So someone sent me $5 and I was like, just a fresh, crisp $5 bill.
It was a financial.
Yep, and
consulting
so
firm.
he messed up by not calling me like he said he was, because I was actually going to call him, but in the letter he was like, I'll call you. So I'm like, okay, I'll wait, and he didn't. So that was his fault, but the campaign worked because I would have taken his call and listened. So that's another example of something that you could do. But yeah, Domino's, right, they actually paid.
They fix potholes,
Yeah, they didn't actually do it. They donated money to municipalities to fix potholes.
and they put the Domino's logo in the
Yeah,
potholes.
so it was like, that's something cool. You hear
Yeah.
about this type of stuff all the time, but you don't have to be that extravagant, right? $5.
No, that's perfect for Domino's, right? Yeah.
You could do it with a $5 bill. You could do it with a rotary phone or whatever is something that's creative in your industry. But yeah, that's it. Mail is not dead. It's just something you have to be extra creative about. Actually, I mean, you probably have an easier time getting through to people this way.
Yeah, because it's so much easier to ignore a phone call, right?
No one's getting this box. No one's getting boxes this big delivered. And
Yeah,
you do
so
your opening.
People probably get 10 phone calls a day, right? 10 sales calls a day, let's say, right? They probably get one.
And social media is full of ads. Not saying
Yeah.
those things are bad, and obviously those are what you do. It's
They
your
work,
thing, and
yeah.
they work.
Yeah.
But
We love cold calling.
you don't just not do the old areas as well. You should still
Everything works as long as you're unique.
try. Yeah. So that's all.
Stay tuned, and as always, see you next week.
See ya.